Hello, my beautiful rainbow people. Welcome back to Camp Out for Freedom. Countdown to 420. One day to go. Tomorrow is the 20th. I'm so happy. And today, I want to talk to you about one of the main reasons why I think we should go camping. Gun violence. That is the one thing that is all over the news right now. That is the one big thing that is on everybody's mind. And I believe that all of these mass shootings that are going on are a coordinated effort by the white supremacists to cause violence, to start the revolution. They are attacking my people, and it's not going to stop until America is destroyed. It's sad, but it's true. It's also prophecy. My name is Zion. I'm the author of a dual book called The Potsmoker's Bible and Book of Zion, which the Book of Zion itself is written in Bible verse. What I did was I took all the books of prophecy and I took them apart and treated it like a puzzle and put it back together. And what I came up with was the year 2020. But I did that a couple of years prior to 2020. In fact, I completed the writing of the Potsmoker's Bible in February of last year, 2020, the year of prophecy. A year ago tomorrow, I started publishing peace by reading to you from the manuscripts that I've written, foretelling the events as they occurred, pretty much. Because the events of prophecy were three main events: an incompetent, self-centered, egotistical leader, a pandemic that sends every nation scurrying home, empties the streets, and causes us to cast out our dead in silence. COVID-19. George Floyd's death. The righteousness which occurs during the time of the pandemic. The, how does it go? The consumption to creed is overlaid with righteousness. And the third chapter of Isaiah states clearly, how dare you grind the faces of the poor? A clear and concise depiction of George Floyd's death. And now, a year later, the pig that killed him, and I won't call him a man because he's not a man, he's a pig. The pig that killed him is on trial. And America is on the brink of destruction as a result. And it doesn't matter what the verdict is going to be. Because if Chavez is found guilty, Black Lives Matter will celebrate. And the police will retaliate. And if Chauvin is found innocent, Black Lives Matter people will be up in arms. And the white supremacists will be there to answer their call. The potential for a bloodbath is all around us, and we have a bloodbath all around us. All of the mass shootings that are going on a daily basis. The prophecy of Israel foretells of a great northern nation brought about from the sides of the earth, which is destroyed from within. The sore destruction. And I believe that is exactly what is happening at this moment as we speak. I believe that the white supremacists have coordinated to some degree in the mass shootings because they're daily. And I believe that that is going to get worse. They are provoking violence, hoping for a revolution. And a revolution is what they're going to get. It can either be a bloodbath or it can be an exodus. Tomorrow, 4/20, April 20th, I am going to stage my first attempt for the mass exodus, the only peaceful resolution to the revolution that is coming. America cannot stand. A house divided cannot stand. So I suggest that we who are capable of being united, unite. We follow the advice of the prophets and of science. We come together as one nation in the center of the nation, and we take a stand against the oppression of the corporate police state. We take a stand against the white supremacists, and we take a stand against gun violence. Because there is no way to get out of this without violence unless we band together united in a peaceful intent. So if you want peace, join me. Let's go camping. What is more peaceful than a camp out? What sounds more peaceful and unifying than a party? A camp out. Where we can put aside all of our differences and remember that we're a nation. Where we can put together our heads, not our bullets, and we can come up with real solutions to our problems. Obviously, the United States of America is not in a position to address any of our problems. The Senate is in a deadlock. Neither side is willing to give an inch. They need to give up hundreds of miles, my friends. So we can do two things. We can descend into chaos, which is what the mass shootings are doing, or we can take a peaceful stand united as a nation. The nation of Zion, the prophesied nation of the Old Testament. Because every element of prophecy is here now present in our current situation. The stage is set. So tomorrow, I am going to try to fulfill the prophecy, to gather the peaceful citizens of the United States of America into one place where we can protect ourselves against the violence of the brutal police force, the corporate takeover of all of our resources, forcing us to starve and live in boxes under bridges, all for the glory of money. My idea comes straight from the Bible and from history. The Bible part is the Exodus, the peaceful camp out for freedom. The history part is Mahatma Gandhi. India freed itself from the oppressive regime of the English. How did they do it? By going on strike. By refusing to uphold the status quo. By saying, no, sorry. If you want this country run your way, you do it. Because we're not going to. We want our own nation. That's what they said. We want our nation back. And in order to do that, we have to band together as a nation. Those of us who are willing and capable of being united must unite. And I say that we do so tomorrow. In a camp out national strike. Just walk away from all the crap and go camping with me. And we will hold a solemn assembly just because I want to test my theory about first contact. It's just a theory, Okay? If you don't believe in aliens, if you don't believe in God, fine. Not a problem. I'm cool with that. But give me this one thing, okay? Because if we hold our solemn assembly, ask the Great to come, and they don't come, oh well. I failed. So what? Millions of people fail every day, and I'm not any different from anyone else. Which is why, if we don't have our camp out tomorrow, too bad, so sad. We'll move on. If we don't get together tomorrow for our Camp Out for Freedom, then I suggest that we do it on the 25th of May, because that is the anniversary of both George Floyd's death and my court appearance, where I established myself as the Prophet Zion, as we're told by the Bible. Funny how that worked out. So, tomorrow I'm going to make my first attempt at the Camp Out for Freedom, which I believe is the foretold final solution to the American problem. So I'm asking everybody who gets high, and everybody who's homeless, and everybody who's tired of America the way it is, who sees the signs and are so afraid of the violence that is here. It's not coming. It's already here. And the only way that we can be safe from the guns is to protect ourselves from them. So this is what I'm suggesting we do. All of us who are homeless, jobless, poor, minority, or drug users, or just sick of everything. We all just drop out everything that we're doing, pack up your bags, and come to York, Nebraska. And you can pitch your tents everywhere, in all public spaces. And because there's only one interchange here, which is the Crossroads of America, when the traffic backs up here in the center of the nation, it will create a domino effect if we can sustain it. So, if we all come to York, Nebraska, and pitch our tents and stop the interstate, if we stop Interstate 80, it will create a chain reaction across the entire network of the interstate exchange, because it will back up. And as it backs up and traffic stops on the interstate and on the north-south thruway, everything coming north and south in the center of the nation will be stopped. Everything going east and west in the center of the nation will be stopped. And every interchange coming to it will eventually come to a stop too. Because nobody can go anywhere if the main artery in the center of it all is plugged. You back up the whole interstate system. Stop all commerce, everything. Just simply by stopping one interchange and causing a chain reaction. Forcing everything to come to a stop. Forcing the nation's attention here on us. On our national united front. And what we'll do is we'll put everybody who is nonviolent in the center of our camp. And everybody with guns and everybody who is violent takes to the periphery, at the periphery of the camp. They are our defense corps. They and their guns and their violence are there to protect us from those who are violent from without. The police, the National Guard, the white supremacists, everybody who would oppose us at that time. So all of our guns will be on the edge of the camp, there to protect us from those with guns outside the camp. Everybody on the inside will be safe, non-violent. And we can change America for the better. and avoid the violence. So join me tomorrow in York, Nebraska. Stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know I wrote 2 books about it. My name is Zion. I love you way too much to ever say goodbye. So, I'm going to say later now. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow.